Hey, Adam Culbertson here. Before we begin, we got a promo from another independent podcast, so when you finish this episode, make sure you go and check them out.
Hello, you magnificent podcast listeners out there. I'm James, the producer and GM for the Dimension Door podcast. If you're interested in listening to a mercenary...
While they're trying to figure out who he is, I kind of walk over and try to shake him to wake him up. Hey, wake up!
A wise woman...
Do not touch my patient, sir. You typically do not shake a man near death.
A doctor...
Is he wearing glasses? Because if he's not wearing glasses, I could slap him and see if I could wake him up. But I wouldn't hit a guy with glasses.
And a nurse...
Well, it's almost like this poor deer here got stuck in some snow or something. He's got some coldness going on in his nose and his ears.
work together to figure out the mystery of a snowstorm in the midst of summer. Check us out. If that doesn't sound interesting enough, what if I told you that one of them permanently shrinks 10 inches in the first episode? 2 of them are bipedal rats, and one of them is literally a witch. We have an award-winning sound designer, a written adaptation of every episode, and a ton of fun. If any of that sounds interesting, check us out as we play through Paizo's Pathfinder Reign of Winter campaign. You can find us at DimensionDoorPodcast.com, on Twitter at DimensionPod, or anywhere you listen to podcasts.
Steal your mind for eldritch horrors of the universe unknown. For what is to follow is a tale of intrigue, mystery, and madness. You're listening to Microphones and Monsters.
Is it like pitch black outside of the car?
Yeah, it's pitch black, yeah. Completely pitch black.
I'm going to how would I do this? I'm going to do a little bit of magical tinkering.
Okay.
And I will I'll smear a little bit of powder on the windshield of the car.
Okay.
Because I'm assuming the car doesn't have lights like jutting forward, right?
The car has lights.
Okay,
Yeah.
so we can see in front of us.
You can see darkness.
Okay, so the lights aren't actually illuminating anything, except...
There's nothing for the lights to bounce off
what's
of.
there to
Okay,
illuminate?
so-
That's the
all right.
problem.
So if I created magical light, would that work? So, for example, with magical tinkering, I can basically give a non-magic... No, it's a tiny. Never mind. This is not a tiny object.
Well, magic only hurts us. It never helps us.
I'm saying you have lights inside of the vehicle, and it has headlights.
Okay. Just we can't see
it's
anything.
just
in front of
there's
us.
nothing out there.
Okay.
Like you're just in darkness.
Okay. All right.
You have lights. There's just nothing for the lights to bounce off of.
I got you. I'm just hoping that we don't run. Like if I see if we're going to run into something, we can.
Yeah, you would
prepare
see
for
it
that.
with the lights.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah,
cool.
I imagine the robot would stop before we rammed into something.
I wouldn't be so sure. The robot doesn't even know a direction to go in at the moment.
Robot's going forward. If it sees something in front of the boat submarine,
It is
might
moving, yeah.
stop. So it might stop. I mean, if it looks like we're going to collide with something, it's consciously driving the car. Like it wouldn't ram into something just because we told it to go forward.
Yeah. It is a smart
You said go
robot. It's just the
forward.
navigation systems are
if it's so
are
smart,
not picking up anything.
how does it not know how to get to Evangeline's house? Checkmate.
It doesn't know about Evangeline's house.
I know.
No one but us and Evangeline and like Tanasha know about Evangeline's house.
I mean, in my defense, I was just figuring, I don't know, maybe in the Dreamlands it has some ability to intuitively know what I mean.
Oh no.
Yeah,
no.
I think that the
Sorry.
gap between technology and the Dreamlands is a little fucky.
Obviously, the technology is inferior.
Clearly.
Aleister, it's getting overwhelming. It's not. I do not feel myself.
Yes, and that is somewhat distressing, I will admit. But unfortunately, I still do not think that there's anything that we can really do about it.
I don't know. I don't know what's about to happen. I do not. Something is. It feels like something is growing inside of me.
What are you talking about to your imaginary friend now about?
Let's just say that not very good things are happening, it seems. Something about welling up of power, something growing inside of him. Probably not going to be good for us, to be honest.
Okay, so what? He explodes and we all die. All right. Not a whole lot we can do about it right now. Can't even open the doors.
I can't help but feel like that's maybe a best case scenario.
Oh, yeah, because, I mean, what would be worst case? I'm just going to... I'll say that, and then I looked at Victor and, like...
It's been pretty bad so far.
Immediately regret that statement.
Robot, are you able to detect anything here?
Scanning. Nothing detected.
Awesome.
Do you want to change your direction?
How about just keep scanning, just every few seconds, and let us know if you do detect anything.
Of course.
Thank you, robot.
You're welcome.
Victor's feeling more himself and a little bit more relaxed. He's had a couple minutes to decompress, and now he's human, and he doesn't have wraps.
Aleister is going to... Aleister's going to try to take some time to actually dry himself now.
Okay. And Green-Eyed Cat, again, Aleister, I don't think I could hold on. I don't. And you notice that he collapses on the hood of the car and just rolls back and like Aleister, you hear the tumble on the roof of the car, and then he disappears behind the car into the darkness.
Well, that is wholly disconcerting.
What is?
What?
Well, the green-eyed cat just collapsed and has now drifted off into the darkness.
Awesome. I guess we won't hear any more one-sided conversations. And now, clearly, everything around us is dying today. So maybe we are the bad guys.
At least it looks like I didn't die.
No, I tried very hard to keep you alive, Victor.
Well,
Thank you.
it does seem like as of late, most buildings that we go into come to some kind of destruction.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, yeah, yeah, something like that. I don't know.
No buildings, no trap doors. Check.
I would call this a trap.
We spend all our time outside now, guys.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll get a little bit more quiet since Aleister's up in the front, and sort of lean towards Julian, and I'd be like, just Julian, thank you for saving me and defending me, and for I'm not quite sure where that came from with Aleister, but
yeah,
but
Aleister.
thank you.
Aleister left you. I remember you helping me out when I was basically almost ripped asunder and drained out by whatever the hell that thing was in the museum. So, as far as I could tell, I owed you. So, yeah, No problem, man.
And then Victor's gonna look at Julian and see if a hug is in order.
No.
And then realize that it is not, and not do that.
I am.
He's just gonna give. He's gonna reach up and just sort of tip his little fedora at Julian.
I will acknowledge it, but right now I am just steaming mad. I am super pissed.
I love that. Seeing if a hug is in order.
we going in for hug. Like you kind of like raise up your shoulders, like you're gonna lift your arms up. You're just like, no.
I'm gonna try to manifest a potato wedges plate and then Dreamlands. It's not gonna work. Like I'm in the.
And I would say that Aleister. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh no, I was just saying that Victor would do that.
I mean, Aleister can still hear the exchange of all that. I don't know if Aleister would even respond.
No. Like, Aleister at this point doesn't feel like he needs to defend himself.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that was just coming from Victor's perspective. That was more of making sure that Julian knew he appreciated it and not even necessarily condoning the outburst against Aleister, because Victor understands Aleister as well. But more of just Victor was surprised and grateful to Julian. That's what that was.
Yep.
And Aleister, as they're having that exchange, you start hearing like some murmuring that sounds like the green-eyed cat like saying something, and it starts getting louder and louder and louder, and you hear, Aleister. I'm sorry, Aleister. And you hear it behind the car. Like the direction is behind the car.
Robot, can we go any faster, please?
Of course. And speeds up. And are you looking back?
I'd prefer not to. Okay, fine. I'll look back.
Okay, so picking up in the rear lights of the car, you start seeing this abomination of a cat that's already bigger than what the green-eyed cat is, and it's growing in size pretty fast, like very fast, and it's just mutating and like growing extra limbs and everything as it's like just zooming up on y'all, and it's getting closer and closer.
Okay, this is really not good. Robot, go as fast as you possibly can, please.
Of course.
Why do you keep making it speed up?
Believe me, we are. Are you familiar with the phrase "out of the frying pan and into the fire"?
I'm just gonna give a general blank stare at Aleister, like we're not fucking children. We get it.
Yes, well, that seems to be our exact situation here.
Well, explain it for the audience, because I'm looking Victor's back there and don't see shit.
Yeah, Victor looked back there. I'm assuming that we don't see anything.
Yeah, Victor and Julian do not see anything.
Okay.
And it's getting closer, Aleister.
So, you know how we were fighting the big abomination thing that was like some kind of fish thing? Yes, this one is a cat, so automatically much worse.
I don't see anything back there, Aleister.
I see nothing.
Consider yourself lucky.
The eyes start to pick up in flames, and like there's like flames bursting out of its eyes now. Like the green flames. And it seems like parts of its body are opening up and flames are spewing out of its body as well. Green flames.
Robot, are you quite certain you haven't detected anything at this point?
Doing another scan. Detecting large object behind the vehicle.
Well, yes, I'm well aware of that. We do not want to be near that.
I am going as fast as I can. And
it is trying to drive in water. I don't even know how it's actually going forward in the water, to be perfectly honest.
The vehicle like transitioned like into a water vehicle.
Okay.
Yeah.
Whenever it started going forward, it changed.
I got you.
Yeah,
It
it was a
shifted.
car in an underwater city. I kind of assumed it had
It's
a submarine
a
mode.
James Bond car.
Yeah, basically, yeah. And Aleister, as you look back again, and if the other two are looking back as well, Aleister, what Aleister sees is the mouth of this abomination of the green-eyed cat opens up, and this large creature starts flying out of it. I know you're underwater, but it's flying out of it.
Emerging.
You're in the Dreamlands. And this flying organism resembles an arthropod with a bloated abdomen. It has huge claws, wings, and an insectoid head.
Rad.
Do we see that?
And as it, yes, you see it just emerge and just appear from nothing.
Oh, wonderful.
As all that happens, and you see this large insectoid creature coming at you, and it is coming at the car fast.
Whoa.
And Aleister, you see the cat drift off back into the darkness.
Well, I can see this.
Yeah. Victor's going to look around and see if he sees any Dreamlands portals.
No.
Okay.
But the robot does speak up and says, "Approaching barrier."
Drive-through barrier.
And the car continues its speed and just breaks through. And you break through the water with a huge thud, and you notice that there was ground left behind. If you're looking out of the back of the car, and it transitions into a flying mode, and it's still going in the direction, and you're looking around, and it's more of like what the Dreamlands was like in Darkwell. I mean, you don't see the buildings like in Darkwell, but there's random debris in different places. There's a little section that has like a small forest, and like there's just random shit everywhere.
Yeah, but Victor and I have never seen this before, right?
Yes, this is just more just random, a bunch of stuff rather than just random stuff within the city.
Victor's seen the
Oh yeah,
Dreamlands.
y'all haven't. Victor's seen it. I forgot. Julian doesn't remember.
Nope.
Yeah, Victor had this separate experience with Aleister and Tanasha.
Yeah. But that creature breaks through the ground even more, and y'all are just flying up, or well, I guess what looks like up to you, because after breaking through that ground, as you get further away, you notice that ground is just a chunk of floating ground that doesn't make any sense on why you were going for so long in one direction and you didn't break through it, because it doesn't even look like water.
Okay.
And like nothing else around seems even familiar.
No, nothing seems familiar to Aleister or anybody. Not anything you've experienced as far as like location in the Dreamlands. And that creature is coming up fast, and it latches onto the back of the flying car now.
Okay, so we're not underwater, right?
No, you're not.
Okay, cool. So from the back seat, I'm going to basically tell everyone, get the hell out of the way, and then I'm going to see if I can fire the lightning gun through either the roof of the car or through the back windshield at the arthropod.
You can roll down the window.
I said what I said. For dramatic
It's just
effect,
like this-
I'm going to shoot out of the back window.
Just like this imagery of like trying to get the lightning gun, like just holding down the button.
Yeah, this
Keep
is
in mind,
I'm
we
not-
cannot abandon this car because my
I'm
body
just shooting
is
at
in
a
it.
window. Again, I'm just shooting at a window.
Reminding everyone at the beginning.
And I was like, well, we're not underwater, so we're not going to, drown. Well, I can't drown. Victor would drown.
All right. So How many charges are you using?
I will use 2 charges just to be safe.
Okay. We're going to skip the attack roll because you just electrified the car.
I shot through the window?
It didn't break through the window. The electricity hit the car.
Oh, god damn it. I forgot. It's like it's not like a laser. It's a... Okay.
It's an electric bolt.
I understand what I was doing there. Okay.
And the car slows down slightly, and the creature is he has definitely got a good hold on the car now. And roll for initiative.
It wouldn't. So shocking the car wouldn't have run a current through the car and damaged the creature.
It was
It's
latched
not
on.
It was latched on. That's why.
Okay.
Or us, or the robot.
Yeah. Roll for damage.
Okay. All right. Do that first.
Because you definitely hit, but you're all going to take damage.
Fine with that.
Okay.
Does it go through whatever kind of upholstery is in the seat?
Oh, it's probably arcing everywhere, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm gonna say like the lightning just hits the entire car.
Okay. That's gonna be 12,
You're not touching the ground, but this is D&D, and it's still gonna do damage.
12 lightning damage.
12. All right, everybody takes 12 damage.
I'm good with
damage.
Well, now I'm glad you healed me because that would have killed me.
Yeah.
How is it working for me? There's 2 of me here. So I'm assuming my limp unconscious body just took 12 damage. Is there
The body took damage, so actually you don't have to keep track of both because you're back in your hallucination and paralyzed.
Okay, I'm awake.
Wait, hold on.
You did damage to him. You woke him up.
Okay, so then his human body just goes away?
Yep.
Oh,
Because he woke up.
I got it.
Oh.
Do I need to roll initiative? I guess I still would need to roll initiative, I guess.
Yeah, you can still roll to try and get out
Yeah.
of the
That won't help.
situation you're in.
It'll probably be better for me to stay unconscious. Or in a hallucination. I got a 16.
I have a 7.
Can't imagine me being awake and hallucinating like that's going to do any good at all.
I lose initiative. I got a 3.
All right. First up is Victor, so give me that con save. See if you break out.
Nope.
Please. Ah, damn it.
It won't do any good. I'll still be hallucinating even if I'm not paralyzed. It doesn't stop the hallucinations, does it?
We'll see. We'll see.
Okay.
We'll see. So why don't you roll well and we'll find out.
Yeah.
I've been.
Like 5
Because my dad
rolls,
won't let
too.
me.
Yeah.
I have to get a 20 still.
Probably.
Is it DC still 20?
As far as I know.
Yeah.
That's why I fail if I don't run a 20.
Wow.
I mean, in theory, I could roll a 16 or up and be able to get out of it. So I might do that because I have my 4 from my Cardic Inspiration.
Okay, so let's see. It is the creature's turn, and it is lashing at the car. It seems like it's trying to get at you inside the car, but it's just doing a claw attack while it's holding on. Okay, so it seems to like it's kind of getting pulled at the same time that it's trying to also fly while it's latched on, and it swings, but it like loses its grip a little bit and grabs back on instead. So it doesn't do any damage to the car. And back to Julian, or Julian's turn.
Okay. I got 2 spells left. I could do the over-under and cast Catapult on him. I can fire at him.
Yeah.
Now, what you would have to do if you can roll down the windows.
It just seems like such a dumb thing to do RP-wise in a panic situation to actually take the time to roll down a window.
Not
But-
after you realize that shooting the gun into the car caused
Well,
everyone
no,
damage.
if that's the case, I would have kicked out the window. Which or I'll bust out. Or
I mean, it's not like it's a slow like like it's a very advanced car.
I don't know. I don't know what kind of setup
I
we
mean,
have
hell,
rolling here in terms of
the car
windows.
takes commands.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Sure. All right. Yeah. Sure. I'll roll down the window, and he's right on top of the car, right?
He's on the back of the car.
Then I will lean out of the window and I will cast poison spray at him, which is one of my cantrips that I never use. But he needs to make a con save of 15.
It fails.
All right, he will take 2d12 poison damage. I'm going to assume it's going to be very hurt now. 11 points of poison damage.
All right. Okay. So you sprayed it like in its face.
Yeah.
Like you leaned your body out the window and just started spraying the shit like some bug spray.
Bug spray on
Yep.
the bug.
like
Nice,
that wasp
nice.
spray that shoots out real fast.
The foam. Yeah.
Yeah, so it loses its grip on the car, but its flying speed, it's maintaining with the car at this point. So, if you got anything else,
can't cast a second spell on the same turn.
okay.
Oh wait, can you cast a cantrip and a spell?
Can you
Depends on the
It's-
casting
yeah,
time.
so casting
Yeah,
time's
and-
one
and-
action.
bonus action?
It's not a I don't have any I don't have any damaging spells that are bonus actions.
Okay.
And I don't have my crossbow anymore because I gave it to Gerbo. So yeah, that's all I got.
Okay.
Hold on.
I don't think you could use the crossbow as a bonus action either.
No, I couldn't use bonus action. It would just, in case it went,
Taking
in case it
inventory.
backed up
Yeah.
10 feet away.
Yeah. All right.
So it's still like immediately behind the car.
Yeah, it's flying. Car hasn't slowed down. Y'all haven't told it to do anything else. It's still just
Okay.
going. Like the robot just like listened to your commands and it is doing what you said for it to do.
All right. So it's my turn.
Yes.
now, correct.
Yeah.
Okay. So what the hell? Let's go ahead and give this a try. Robot, roll down the rear window.
The back window lowers and it's completely open now.
Ah. So I'm going to go ahead and fire an Eldritch Blast through the open rear window at the thing.
Okay.
The first is a 15 to hit.
That hits.
And the second is a 26.
That also hits.
14 damage from the first. And 9 from the second.
All right.
Then the monster sneezed.
Yeah. Or that's the sound of the Eldritch Blast coming out. And yeah, both blasts like I'm gonna say because because Victor's sitting in the back seat, like you curve the Eldritch Blast around Victor on both sides, and both of them at the same time, or like back to back, like it's just a boom boom, and it knocks it back, 20 feet, but it's maintaining, like it doesn't stop flying, and it's still maintaining speed 20 feet away from the car now. And is that it?
That's all for me.
Okay, it is Victor's turn.
Yep. And he is still groaning.
Jeez.
What'd you roll?
Yep. I rolled a 9. What am I supposed to do?
Oh man, those wraps could come in handy right now.
You can't.
If only Victor
Subconsciously?
were awake or not awake. No, I don't know. Victor can't think about
If only
anything.
Victor were asleep.
Oh, yeah,
Because
that's right.
crypt folk are either approaching him again or ripping him apart.
Yeah, you're back in the nightmare.
Jesus.
Back
So
back where it was before. But instead,
just-
like from your eyes are closed, but you're still seeing everything. But the other two see your eyes closed. So you're just like, but you're you're distressed. Like it is visibly distressing.
Yep.
And back to the creature. And are you hanging out the window, Julian?
I didn't move otherwise, so yeah.
Okay. All right. So it is. It's going for it's flying up. It flies up fast, like it is fast as fuck. And catches up on the speed of the car. Flies up to you and lashes at you with one of its claws.
Okay.
That is a 25 to hit.
Definitely hits.
All right, so it does 11 damage to you, and give me a strength save.
That is an 8.
All right, so as it lashes its claw at you, it grabs you with the claw and latches on to the side of the car, and it's holding you there on the side of the car, and looking at the wrong thing, and it's your turn.
Okay.
You're grappled.
Yeah, so...
At the beginning of your turn, because you're grappled by it, take 8 more damage, and it seems to be draining your blood.
Great.
Here we go again.
Or no, I'm sorry. The claw, put a huge gash in let's say your arm, and it nicked an artery, and you are losing blood.
Okay,
Well,
so...
that's what's happening.
So I'm taking 8 points of damage, or we're doing that thing you said?
Yeah, 8 points of damage, and you're because of the blood loss.
Got it. Okay, so I need to make an acrobatics check to break the grapple.
Or athletics.
Yes. Athletics or acrobatics.
I'm going to take acrobatics because I don't have any bonuses in athletics.
Okay.
I rolled a 5.
And it's contested, right?
Well,
It is
I
contested,
will
that's what it
probably
said.
end up using my Cardic Inspiration on it. So I'll add 8 to it.
It's contested by the grappler's athletic check.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So I'll add 8 to that, so it'll be a total 13. Earn my card.
And I fail. So you break the grapple.
Awesome. Okay, would breaking that grapple count as an action?
It uses up an action. So you have bonus action, movement, which movement, I mean,
Can't really
the whole
move.
car is less than your full movement speed, so yeah, you can move.
Okay, so I will see if I can lean back into the car, and then I will cast a healing word on myself.
Okay.
And that is it for spells.
Cast
All right.
roll up window.
Yeah. That is 11 points back to me.
I mean, if you really want to roll up the window, you could take notes from what I did.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
ask that the window be rolled
and
up.
your wound that was bleeding out heals up.
Okay.
Hey everybody, it's Steven. Not human Victor. Not Crypt Folk Victor. It's Steven again. Because it was my turn to do an outro and Victor is once again incapacitated, hallucinating and paralyzed. So you've got me again. I'm sorry about that. It was not my decision. It was Max's. Things aren't looking too good. It seemed like we'd finally gotten away, and then we're in the Dreamlands, and a giant bug monster comes out of Aleister's friend's mouth. Starts attacking us immediately. Adam is ruthless. Anyway, if you want to know more about Microphones and Monsters, you can, of course, visit microphonesandmonsters.com. It's the reason why we got that domain, because it's the name of our show. And it's got links there to all the podcatchers that we broadcast the show on. It's got links to our Patreon if you want to support us directly every month. Just, $1 or $2. And we've got different tiers where you can get bonus content and stuff like that. Adam has been sprinkling some hints about some bonus content coming up real soon. So you guys definitely want to check that out if you're able. If not, obviously the show is free. You can listen to it all you want. We appreciate you listening to it. It really edifies us that people like listening to what we do and enjoy it so much. So thank you so much for that. If you do enjoy it, make sure to leave us a review as well on Podchaser or iTunes. And we've got a merch store in case you really, really enjoy it and want the world to know about the podcast they've never heard of. Then you can do it that way as well. All music in our show is written and produced by Marco Mazzei from Fallen Highway Studios. And that's about it. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day. And see you next time on Microphones and Monsters.